EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. They love their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up with the New Orleans Saints. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has, and how the game flows.
In the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. From the 6. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a dump off here complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's taken down here by the Saints. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Call it a 6-yard gain. Still plenty of work to do coming up. 3rd and 14.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. And they'll be let out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And they start in the best of all positions. 1st and goal. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. On 1st and goal, Dixon trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the... They'll try again with Dixon. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Point after here coming up.
It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And he'll need to find a way to shrug off the opening drive, if you can even call it a drive. 1 play and an interception, so he's got to forget that.
I know that in today's football, we have a good number of coaches who don't look at time of possession the way that the old school guys did. But there's still a place for it. And I think that on this drive, after having thrown that interception, they're going to want to eat up a little bit more clock and run some offense and give their defense a little bit of a break.
The numbers for him from a week ago. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
Off the bootleg, Robeson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off play action, Robeson. He'll buy some time right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, Robeson. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Throwing on first down, Eubanks. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
On 2nd down, it's Dixon. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
To throw on third down. Eubanks. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Washington going to send out their punter
as he's on to kick it away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10.
The New Orleans offense set to take over.
And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? And turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down.
The defense setting him back on the sack.
Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. That's going to set him back 5 yards. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Robeson. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th.
Well, there's your first ROI, right? Return on investment of their first-round pick. His first NFL sack, I know they want him to be an impact player right out of the gate.
A lot of pressure to put on a young man, but I think you agree he has the ability to deliver on it.
And he just did. Probably the first of many sacks in a long career.
Here comes the Saints punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. .37 yards on the punt with no return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Well, here we go on the next drive for Washington.
They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Eubanks. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun. Eubanks. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st down, they go with Dixon. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
Back to throw. Eubanks. Throw left side complete. That's Patterson. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
They should put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Off the play fake. Eubanks. Over the middle, complete. It's Chambers. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Dixon, and he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Dixon running from the shotgun. And a short gain down to about the 33. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that one on target, and it adds to this first-half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Let's go.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
Now he's forced out left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Let's go!
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off play action. Robeson. They'll roll him out right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
Let's go!
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Robeson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. On 2nd down now. It's Porter. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. From the gun, Robeson. And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
On 1st down, Eubanks. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Eubanks. He finds his man, complete. That's Chambers. Washington on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Logan. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Drops it underneath to Dixon. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A strong running. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Back to throw again. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll look to throw again. And incomplete on the deep ball. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Eubanks. He finds his man, complete. It's Logan. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 37.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Off the play fake. Eubanks completes it to Dixon. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Off the bootleg. Eubanks looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Dixon. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 13-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Eubanks. And he comes back with one complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football. And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
Off play action. Eubanks.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Extra point attempt to come here. He's got it, and it's 17-0. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told.
And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This fielded right at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Set to take over once again. Out comes the Saints offense.
They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Robeson. This is caught by Williams. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Robeson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this up to the 34. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. To throw again is Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Porter. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Throw left side complete. That's Porter. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Now Wilson on first down. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. On second down, it's Porter, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's Wilson to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing is Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Wilson looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The line of scrimmage is the 3 as they look to cash in on 3rd and goal. Throwing again here, Wilson. Steps away, and this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. Flag down. Let's see if this will stand.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Looking to throw. Eubanks. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
Throwing again. Eubanks. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
You see me? You see me? They can't stop me out here.
So we've reached halftime here at our nation's capital with the Washington football team on top.
As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. And it's the Buccaneers who are out in front with that game closing in on halftime. The Bucs looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. From there, we're off to check out another game, and they have the lead over the visiting New York Jets. The Bengals seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore. Check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they trail the visiting Chicago Bears. Justin Fields has thrown a touchdown pass. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Saints. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for Washington, they had a little more success than their counterparts did in the passing game, as evidenced by the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And the Saints set to go here to begin the third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. On 2nd and 7, Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Barker. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. He's going to loft it, deep right sideline. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Flushed out. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Call it a loss of 5. A big sack to bring out 3rd down.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Porter. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt. So here's Washington now to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak. On top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Dixon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Eubanks. He finds his man, complete. It's Logan. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 1st down, Dixon. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
looking to throw. Eubanks. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Eubanks. And he's got it to Patterson, complete. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A huge play there for Washington.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
They'll run on first down. It's Dixon. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And Washington going to add on to their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench, because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game, so they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now it's Wilson. And he whips that one incomplete there.
2nd and 20.
Now Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Porter. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your court? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far.
2nd and 4.
looking to throw. Eubanks, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. From the gun on third down, Eubanks, he's going to let it go again. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. Washington going to send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Washington offense set to take over again. They're just looking for more of the same. Great first half so far. Good second half. And sometimes, I guess, maybe, Charles, these coaches, they don't have to tell these guys much when they're rolling like they're rolling right now.
You're exactly right. I've heard stories of some of the best coaches in our time or any time having grabbed their staffs at halftime and said, guys, they're playing really well. Don't go in there and give them a whole lot of stuff. Just pat them on the back. And essentially the speech at halftime is, let's go, guys, and that's it.
Yeah, no one's upset the apple cart so far. From the gun on third down, Eubanks. He finds his man, complete. It's Barnes. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, Eubanks. He finds his man, complete. It's Logan. Uses the stiff arm. And down to the 11. A big play there on the catch and run. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
Yeah, and he's had a heck of a game so far. Up over 100 yards receiving already. And it's not all been air yards as we saw right there. He's so good that when he gets space to maneuver, he can often turn it into a big play after the catch.
Throwing on first down, Eubanks. This is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
You have fun with this one, partner?
Yeah, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes, carving them up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that'll increase their lead to 28. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up the 3rd down. Now Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
On first down, Porter. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Porter. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll run on first down. Porter. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 23.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Here's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Porter. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now he's forced out right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. It's their quarterback. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Saints are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Now for the point after. And he puts this one through. It makes our score 31-10. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. And it's starting to look like that 3-game losing streak is going to be a thing of the past here. Coming up 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. The drive begins with a run by Dixon. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Working with a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Dixon again. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. On 3rd and short, it's Dixon. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. On 1st down, it's Dixon, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On the give, this is Dixon. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. Washington going to send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. On 1st down, Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Barker. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Porter. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So nothing doing there. And it'll be 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Wilson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Flush to his right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Saints. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And give him credit. He deserves it. But this is such a breakdown defensively, my goodness. From a pass rush perspective, you know that they got to be coming hard on fourth down trying to get to the quarterback. But from a coverage perspective, how do you not see that play developing? And it turns into a touchdown.
And that throw, pretty impressive, and even 61 yards through the air. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Washington offense set to take over. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play. Just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Operating from the gun, Eubanks. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On third down, Eubanks. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Right back to Dixon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. On the give, this is their fullback. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Washington going to send out their punter
as he's on to kick it away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So all eyes on the Saints offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. 1:50 to play. They'll run on first down. It's Porter. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. The Saints in the hurry up here. Clock continuing to roll. The throw over the middle taken in. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. To throw again, Wilson. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Wilson will throw again. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. To throw once more on second and 10. Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Porter. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
But this crowd is on pins and needles now because anytime you see the ball heading for the end zone, you really hold your breath, and they come out of their seats. That one falls incomplete.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. And this is caught, so it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel,